My name is Ian and welcome to Planted. This is my gardening channel. And I'm delighted to have you come and look at my courtyard. I'm going to give you a tour. I've got lots of beautiful flowers to show you. This is Cooke. I grew it from seed. You don't see it for sale as a plant very often, but it can be grown from seed reliably. And I want to show you the courtyard. I want to show you some seedlings, and I also want to show you some beautiful foliage plants that you just can't live without. So first of all, I've got a couple of agapanthus here. And they are beautiful, but my gosh, they are slow to get going. I've had them a few years, and I really had expected a bit of a more significant show. Now, to make up for that, this is a plant called Ceratifica triloba. New to me this year, beautiful, beautiful tube-like flowers, and it's just getting going. It's been flowering for a few weeks. It's got a long way to go. Now, let's talk about seedlings. Down here, we've got a little plant called portulaca, and I grew that here last year. Because I don't excessively mulch, these seedlings, these plants that you see in front of me, have germinated all by themselves in place. And because I know what to look for, I can determine what's a weed and pull it out around the plant. And I can also leave those little tiny seedlings that have got the leaf pattern that match portulaca. So I know this is not for everybody, but if you get your eye in and you start to recognize a few plants, you really can get some free plants for your garden. This is a beautiful Christia, the butterfly plant with the purple butterfly leaves, and I planted it adjacent to Melianthus major, one of my all-time favorites. I just think that that foliage combination, purple butterflies and the glaucous blue with the Melianthus, is rather striking. This year I haven't gone quite so jungle. I've been a little bit more restrained. There's some really nice clumpings. There's some different Nicotiana in here, and more about those in a moment. But what I want to impress upon you is that you get this layered effect. There's different heights, there's different foliage. We've also got a few flowers. This is the beautiful Regersia that was flowering quite some time ago. That flower is now dried and will stay there for the rest of the season. And talking about foliage, here's the Albizia, finely cut purple foliage next to, this time, a beautiful veined green Colocasia. Just beautiful. And this one's caught rain that we had a few days ago. It's quite the deluge. And when you start to get foliage of this size, it really is very dramatic, very striking, and you can't help but have your eye drawn to it. So here is a close-up of the Nicotiana Langsdorffii, and what makes this plant so special is that it's pretty good at staying upright. Now it will get knocked down in a strong wind, but as we path the Erythrina with the big red flowers, I've got some more of that Nicotiana Langsdorffii, and it's very gentle, almost see-through, and the bells hang at an angle downwards. Very attractive and very elegant. So I planted that, which I also grew from seed, like the Cobea, in between the purple Colocasia that I've had for quite a few years. This purple is just starting to get going. The green took off like crazy, but that purple one will soon be catching up. Back to the foliage, I've got here a plant called Jacaranda. Now, Jacaranda, I've seen this in full flower in Buenos Aires in Argentina. Cut leaf foliage with beautiful bell-shaped flowers. Very, very striking, very elegant. Very happy to have that. Now let's push on around the corner. Here we have got the remarkable Tetrapanax with its huge palmate foliage. And if I just pull that leaf out of the side, you see a new one coming. It's almost silver in color. And once you start to get foliage of this density, the weeds don't stand a chance. So weeds need sunlight, and not surprisingly, when they get it with some rain and heat, they will germinate. Oh, that's the Musa Bastiu. More about that in a moment. Just want to come down here and show you. This is a member of the raspberry family, and beautiful palmate, deeply cut foliage. This is Rubus linearis. It's a new acquisition to my garden. Very happy to have that. Now down here, I sowed some seed. This is the plant that I want. This is called teasel or Dipsacus sativus. And I go out there and I weed 5 minutes one day, 5 minutes another day, and I can just keep on top of it, and I know what to look for. So if you're hesitant to sprinkle a packet of seed on the ground, water it, and then go back and see what's germinating, do have a look. You'll get your eye and you'll start to realize which seeds are the ones that you want and which are the ones that you don't. And very rewarding, because you are connected to the soil, you are connected to your plants. So this Dipsacus will grow very tall, probably next year. It's a biennial. It needs a couple of years to get going. Beautiful lilies. If you don't have lilies, do get some. Well worth having. This is a salvia that's about to go into full-blown summer flowering. And let's wrap up with an upwards look at Musa Basjou. This is the plant that stops people in their tracks. Hardy in Connecticut, well worth growing. Bye for now.